1 year ago tonight, families were getting ready for bed ahead of what they thought would be any other school day. Tomorrow will mark 365 days since a gunman opened fire at Central Visual Performing Arts High School in South City. And tonight we're hearing from the Dean of Students, whose son was among those who were shot inside the school that day.
In a story you'll only see here, he tells our Christine Byers how he and his son have spent the past year finding the strength to move forward.
Manfret McGhee says as soon as his son woke up from anesthesia, he began inspiring him with his strength.
He immediately got up and started walking. It showed me his will and his determination to rise from where he was.
It's been a year since that moment when 16-year-old Anthony, seen here, was rushed into an ambulance.
What happened seems like it happened yesterday.
He's a parent, he's the Dean of Students, and he's a survivor of the shooting himself. We first talked to him just 20 minutes after his son got out of surgery last year.
I stepped into the hallway to find out, a little bit more about what was going on. At that moment, the shooter was in the hallway and fired a shot at myself and another co-worker.
McGhee's son was shot at the same time as his favorite teacher, Jean Kushka.
Sometimes Miss Kushka would take Anthony with her on field trips at the school when it wasn't his field trip.
She did not survive. Neither did fellow student Alexandria Bell.
To be shot, to see one of his favorite teachers be shot, to help people get out of the room after it, to come look for me, he experienced some trauma on different levels.
So did his father. The shooter, Orlando Harris, was one of his former students.
As bad as I hate it happened, the reality is that all of the lives that were lost in this situation is horrible and horrific. I feel for his mother.
The building where McGhee has worked for the past 13 years reopened in January. He and his son walked back in together.
But what I did say to him was, just try it and see what happens.
It was good for the both of them.
It allows us not to be fearful of what had transpired.
Still, father and son have their moments, like the time someone used a jackhammer outside the school.
That was a trigger for Anthony to hear unexpected loud pops.
Fire drills can trigger trauma, too.
Fire alarm was pulled that day.
Now, drills must be announced.
When you prepare the students for it, it allows them to adjust their mindset to know it's going to happen.
Since then, they found new ways to bond. And his son was an honored guest at Miss Kushka's daughter's wedding this past weekend.
As long as he's okay, I'll be okay. I mean, I have my moments. But after every storm, sometimes you have to clean up after the storms. And you remember the storms, but you can't stay where you are. You got to push forward.
And he says, find the strength to get up, just like his son did. Christine Byers, 5 on your side.
McGhee's son, Anthony, was not ready to speak on camera. The two are planning to spend Tuesday at a healing event at the bullet-related injury clinic, along with other survivors.